Hi, y'all. Today is Thursday, and I am laying here in my new studio on my belly on the carpet. If you haven't been to my new studio yet, please come, whether it's for a session or for church or for one of the many classes that we'll be having here, singing bowls and meditation and continuing education, for body workers, yada, yada, yada. There's all kinds of fun stuff coming up. But as usual, I was doing my meditation for A Course in Miracles, and it kind of got me going. I started feeling, sometimes when I do meditations and when I start channeling things, I literally feel it sort of like getting hot right here in my crown chakra and sort of like pouring down in, and I just feel that urge to speak, to say, and to keep that energy moving through me, so that I can find the clarity. Energy wants to move. What is one of the laws of physics, right? An object in motion tends to stay in motion. Energy wants to keep moving. So when you feel it moving through you, let it move through you. Hopefully without any judgment as to what it means as it's moving and as we feel that movement occurring in our body. Anyways, I digress. So the lesson for today was the Holy Spirit speaks through me today. And when I read that first statement, the first thing that came to mind, or the first thing that I felt, was that it's not always just about, the verbal. It's not always about the words. We speak so much through the way we walk and through the way that we dress and through the expressions on our face and through the space in which we exist, through the energy field that we float around in, or that we roll around in, or that we trudge around in. The Holy Spirit speaks through me today. And so it really, it puts the ownership on us to be aware of what we're bringing to the table. What type of vibe do we have going on? Where are we coming from? Are we stuck in like this furrowed brow place of, hamster wheel head game? Or is there a vibrancy? Is there, light and joy and love just like exuding and emanating through us? Or anywhere else on the scale? Those are kind of the two extremes. And I loved that, because we say a lot without saying anything at all. And we hear a lot without people saying anything at all. We hear a lot when we don't say anything at all. Lots of stuff, lots of truth, lots of goodness comes through being still and being silent. So that was like the message for the day. But then, of course, in A Course in Miracles, there's, these paragraphs that you go on to read that help facilitate that initial statement. And one of the things that it says, and I'm kind of leaning to this side here because I'm propping my phone up against my book. We teach today what we would learn, and that alone. We teach today what we would learn, and that alone. And that got me going with this idea that something my mom has, two things. Something that my mom used to tell me, which was about we teach people how to treat us. And then another thing that I read on like a coffee shop wall back in Maine when I was dating this guy, and he took me to this like super divey but awesome underground weird coffee shop, and people would write quotes on the walls. And so one of the quotes was, "We teach best what we most need to learn." And this is kind of the same concept. We teach today what we would learn, and that alone. So when we show up in a place, and whether we are conscious of it or not, we are, let's say, feeling insecure, that's what we're putting out there. That's the way in which, the Holy Spirit, we'll get into that in a second, is speaking through us. And even though insecurity isn't of the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit that lives in all of us is light and is love and is fullness and is completion and, already is everything. But the Holy Spirit uses that insecure vibe as the vehicle to attract people that will bring up more insecurity, right? And we follow that because that's how we heal. We attract what we are going through so that we can heal and evolve and expand through these, perceived shortcomings, through our woundedness. That's love. Like, for fuck's sake, yes, that is love. Every person that comes across our path and shows up in our world, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, Uber driver, teacher, classmate, coworker, yoga instructor, whatever. What love does is it shows us our woundedness so that we can heal through it. So this idea that we, teach only what we would learn, we teach others how to treat us. By showing up in whatever space we show up, they vibe off of that and then provide for us in divine alignment and creation. They provide for us the opportunities for us to see our woundedness, to feel uncomfortable, and to decide whether or not we're going to grow from it, or how we're going to grow, or how much we're going to grow, or whatever. We teach people how to treat us. We teach what we would learn. We really create. We really create all day long, every day, our experiences. And it starts with us, So I just invite all of us together as much as possible as you can during the day, to sit with the discomfort. Sit with and look right at the thing that drives you fucking nuts or makes you crazy or brings pain. And I don't mean to say that like stay in unhealthy situations, but don't shy away from the things that make you squirm. Because it's just the energy moving through you, right? We're colanders, basically. We're like containers of light and love and of this Holy Spirit. Let the energy move through you so that it can cleanse those areas that feel yucky and those areas of darkness and pain. The more we try to avoid or push away or resist, the bigger it gets. And thank God for that, So I love you all very much. Have a great day. Bye.